Welcome back everyone to another episode of Satisfactory. Today we got a huge project on our hands. I'm hoping to get it done in one episode. If I don't, it'll be 2 episodes. Most likely 2 episodes, but let's cross our finger and find out. Our finger, like we only have one. Anyway, we gotta start our computer factory. So I chose to go with the Catarium computers without the Catarium PCB boards. I forget what they actually call those. Okay, so they call it circuit boards, which makes sense. So we're going to go with the normal circuit boards to make it, not the Catarium. If I did that, I would have to put a whole nother node of Catarium into the production and underclock it like crazy. So it didn't really work out. So this is nice and easy. I just brought one pure copper ore over. We got lots of copper anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So what I've done is I finished clearing out this entire old steel factory we had here. As you can see, my older buildings are a little bit butchered. We need to go back and fix those up eventually. But this will be the first floor of our computer factory. The second floor is going to be actually up there on top of that thing. We'll bring all the product up there and make another second floor of this. This project is going to be huge. There are tons of machines. So what I've got in the docket here is 17 constructors. If you look over in the corner, I'll put it up at the night sky so it's easier to read. We got 17 constructors, 29 oil refineries, 13 assemblers, 7 manufacturers, and 4 smelters for the copper. Everything else is smelted on site except for the copper. So our first step, I think, is to I gotta visualize exactly how everything is going to be laid out. So I know we have 12 machines running Catarium into wire, and that will run right into the second floor up where we're going to make the actual computers themselves, because I want to incorporate this whole building into a computer slash supercomputer in the end, so that it all combines together on one thing, right? Okay, so we got that. We're going to be putting that on this floor. I'm thinking of making that literally straight down this way, and then we'll bring the wire out, probably have it all conjoined, and then go up over that way for a total of, I believe it was 177 per minute to make 709 wire per minute to go into the computers. So our second stage here of what we have to make 2 oil products. We have to make the plastic, and we have to make the rubber. So that there is going to take 27 oil refineries alone. Maybe my math was a little bit off with 29. I might have clicked it a couple extra times. Whatever, it is what it is. Anyways, so we got 17 plus 11. So that is actually 29. Wow. See how powerful I am without a calculator? Anyways, we got to do that. And then the half of that has to go and join up with the copper to make the PCBs. To go into the computers, and the rubber can go straight into the computer. I don't know if that confused you guys at all, and I really do apologize, but I hope you can visualize what I'm doing here. So we're going to do the wire down this way, and then I think I'm going to do all the oil stuff in the rest of the room, and then we'll bring those supplies up to there. And then if I have any room, what I might do further down on this end is, because the copper is a small little operation. It's like 4 smelters, and then the wires, 17 wires. Oh my god, I forgot about the wires too, so we need 17. I might actually have to do the copper on a second floor and then feed it into that floor. We'll see as we go, but we're going to do the Catarium wire down this way, and then turn it into wire and feed it up there. And then on this side, I think I'm going to bring oil in down this way on a line, and then start feeding all the machines. So this is going to be a little interesting. First objective though, what I've done is I've even gone and organized all my storage. So everything we need to make this is actually all up in here, except for my steel pipes. We need a lot of steel pipes. There we go. Look at that. So everything I have now is in my inventory to make all this. So I shouldn't run into too many problems having to run around and make stuff as I go. So laying this down should be rather easy. Now I have to decide too. I think I'm going to bring in the resources, because I'll leave this the oil has to come in here. I'll leave one whole block like this just for bringing resources in right here. So we'll start the operation right on this side. So I have to start laying down now 12 wires, 12 assemblers. to all the constructors. So this bug is driving me up the wall right now. This floor is too steep bug. I've taken out all 4 of these foundations and it still won't work for me. I'm gonna try these 2, but this is taking way too long to do because of this. I've come across, this is my 4th time coming across it now, and I've only put down a little over half the machines. This is no, this can't be. I'm gonna try relogging. Oh, this is frustrating. Nope. Still got that damn floor is too steep bug. Oh, that's driving me nuts because the rest of these are all literally right beside each other. And if I can't place one there, that's going to drive me crazy. So what can I do here? I'm going to try replacing all of these with the 2 meter floors to see if that works. Oh, they really have to address this bug because, like, a big part of the game is the grid building, right? To me, it's a necessity. Like, it needs to be in the game and it needs to be working right. So let's see now if I can get that beside it. Floor is too steep. It is not too damn steep. Maybe it's clipping this one right, these 2 right here. Okay, I'm still getting that floor is too steep bug. This is not acceptable in my opinion. Like, it's almost stopping me from completely building here. So I'm gonna try 2 double ramps and see if that does anything. And then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna go online and look up to see. Oh, I see. I'm a little flustered now. I can't even find what I'm looking for. I'm gonna look up online and see if anyone else figured out how to get around this because this ridiculous. Okay, so as soon as I'm trying a second one here, I'm getting the floor is too steep bug again. Oh my god. This can't be any more frustrating. So it looks like I'll have to... that's going to take up so much more space, so... whatever. It looks like I'll have to space these guys apart. I'm going to drag them back a little bit to save some space, and then spread them out. Oh my god, this is turning out to be quite the chore. And I'm getting it here again. What the hell is with this? Like, I don't understand why this is happening. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm a little frustrated here, but this literally should not be taking me hours to figure out. Like, this is a grid. I should be able to clip to it. Maybe, I don't think it's because of this tree here. I don't think that has any reason to do with it. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm at a loss. I'm going to replace these. Because if this is going to be happening all over this factory floor, I'm not going to be able to accomplish my build properly. Okay, let's try that. I moved a few things. Let's try to see what it says. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so moving those foundations worked for it. So I don't know what the hell. This is going to be a frustrating process. Okay, so I've come across this problem again down here. No matter what spacing I use, one always ends up being unplaceable in the way I want to place it. I don't know what's causing this. I haven't had this problem anywhere else, but I've been having it here. I also replaced all of these. I think it may be when you're trying to sit the machine. Nope. See, like I could put it there. I could put it right beside it, but I can't put it exactly the way I want to. This is really frustrating. I'm going to try putting a 2-meter row of blocks on top of this, foundations, and see if that makes a difference. I don't even know what to say yet now. Okay, so I'm looking around here before I even start doing anything, and I'm getting the floor is too steep here too, so I don't know what the heck. I'm going to do a little bit more research here and see how I can avoid this problem, because I'm not doing this building with machines out of raster like that. I can't handle that. I do have to say though, out of all the play hours I put into this game, this is actually the first time I've gotten legitimately annoyed. But this is incredibly annoying. Alright, so I took those top layer of blocks off, actually fully intending to just deconstruct this whole area and rebuild it. And I decided before I do that, I'll give it one more attempt on placing these down. And guess what? When I placed them all down, I had no issue at all. Not a single one gave me an issue. So if we run into this again, I'm going to place blocks on top of all, or foundations on top of all the foundations in the area, remove them, and see if that solves the issue, because oh my god, I'm going to admit that was frustrating, and I do apologize, guys. I know you come here to watch an entertaining video, but we got 12 of these in now, so this is our wire row, so it fit in actually just perfect. So our next project here, now that we got the wire in, I'm gonna put all the machines in and just kind of visualize how much room I'm gonna need. I think we're gonna want to do the copper wire. Yeah, we'll do a row of copper wire in front of this one. What I'll do is I'll bring the CAD in this way, and then we'll bring the CAD in that way too. We'll bring it in two separate places. That way it fills the machine in from two ends. I'd actually, the conveyor belt's only coming from one direction. That actually doesn't solve anything. So yeah, I'll bring it in from one end and just keep it nice and tight. So I'll have to build an array down here. But I gotta do another, what does this say here? I have it all written down. I have to do another 17 machines just for the copper wire. So if this is 12, we're gonna have another row plus 5. So I'm kind of trying to visualize that. Another row here plus 5. Maybe I should do all the belts and stuff up first. That way I know I have room for everything. Yeah, I'm going to put all the belts in. Oh, then if I have to undo the belts. Okay, no, I'm going to put the machines in. Sorry, guys. This is the biggest project I've ever done. So I'm just trying to visualize it all in my head here. Okay, I'm going to put in 17 machines. Just see what it looks like. So what I've done here is, because we needed 17 for the copper. Copper was actually more machines than the other one. What I did was I put copper in the front, and then we'll bring cat around to the back of this one here. And that should give us lots of space over here for anything extra you may need, like storage, if I want to add some storage to the system in case we're overproducing and I want to store some. It actually looks like we must be overproducing our concrete. Damn, it's not moving very fast. Oil will start moving pretty quickly soon too. The ores will start moving. That's copper up there. We got to tie into that one for this. Whoops. Ouch. So I got to tie in up there and then bring it in down here. So what I might do is tie it in over here and then bring it down this way. But we got our wire machines all in. So this is what's making all of our wire. So all this wire here needs to get tied off, and it goes directly, or I'm sorry, this is copper. So this will get tied off and go into PCB boards, which also need the copper wire, plus the plastic from the oil. So I'm thinking I'm going to start a row of just the oil products down here. We'll split the oil, like the ones we need. How many smelters do we need for the oil? Okay, so we need 17 plus 7, 29. It's up there already. I'm an idiot. Smelters, oil foundries, refineries. Holy words. So we need 29 of those in total. And so this here is 17 across. We should have enough room. I'm going to start lining up oil down this way and see how much room that leaves us. Alright, so the entire length of this place, leaving some room on the ends here, of course, actually allowed us to put 10 across, but I'm not going to get another full row in. So I think this whole end right here is actually going to turn into oil refineries. So I'm going to see how many more I can fit in this way, and hopefully I can get them all in on one floor. If not, I guess we can expand more out that way, which wouldn't really be too bad. Let's see how these machines line up here. Right down this line. Ooh, it's gonna clip right into that stupid nature. Oh, I wish I could just remove it all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start placing these down, see if I can get them in right. Okay, so I put the oil refineries down. We're gonna go this way with them, but we're gonna run out of room. I can't put two back-to-back comfortably in here. So what I'm going to do is run a really long row down this way towards there. I've added an extra oil refinery in here because we need 11 for the rubber. And then the rubber is going to be fed directly into the computers along with that with all the Caterium wire. It's going to go right into the computers too. So the plastic and the copper has to go and be made into PCB boards and then into the computer. So it looks like we're going to have to bring the two items. The copper will come down this way, and it'll meet up with this here and go into the same constructors. And then everything else will be on the second floor, hopefully. This is huge. All is said and done. So I've put down all of our raw supply machines. So we got everything on one floor here. We need to make the actual computers themselves. And then what I'll do is I'll build a nice floor up here, and then we'll build the big assemblers and crap and whatnot up this way. Or constructors, I'm sorry. The constructors? Oh my god, I'm having a moment again. Me and names sometimes. Manufacturers. Or assemblers? Manufacturers. We got to build manufacturers up here. These are the big suckers we got to build. So this will be on the second floor. So it'll kind of be like this is here. And then on the second floor, we'll build the manufacturers. And then I'll put some walls and stuff in too later. We'll make it look good. But there we go. We got all of the refining we need. We got 2 rows of wire and a whole bunch of oils. So this is everything. Nothing overclocked. Actually, some things should be rather underclocked. But this time what I'm going to do is plug in the whole factory and see what's making a little bit too extra and just underclock it a little bit and kind of tie it up a little. Now, I did all the math on the other one. It is running 100% efficient now, but I pumped out too much iron ore to it, getting a little hasty from the other end, so the iron ore is backing up. So once we get this one done, I think I'm going to spend some time just optimizing the ends of the lines so that everything's always moving, because it looks cool too when everything's moving, right? Okay, so next step is I got to turn these here, all 17 of these are going to be making plastic. And then that first row up there is going to be making our rubber for us. And then, of course, we got the copper, and then we got the cat. So cat's going to come around this side up this way. And then the copper, I think, is going to come back down around this way. Oh, yes, we got to make the PCB boards. So the PCB boards will be up here, too. And I think I'll bring all of the plastic we need for the PCB boards up this way, too. And then make them here and connect them into the computers. Oh, this feels so good having this done. A little bit of initial frustration, but all in all, it actually wasn't that bad. Alright, so I just turned all of these here into, so they're making copper wire. Now, first step is to actually get that copper fed in. So what I'm going to do, I think, is actually make a second row down this way. And bring the copper down a little bit, because it has to come down actually quite far to go into this row properly. And one step I forgot is I actually have to smelt that copper. Completely forgot about the smelting process, but that's not bad. It's only going to be 4 smelters, so that shouldn't be too hard at all to fit into here. This is actually the end of the line. I wonder if I could fit the 4 smelters in here. Facing that way, bring it out this way, wrap it back around. Yeah, I'm going to actually put the smelters in. Oh, that's a little awkward, I think. Yeah, I'll put the smelters in, actually coming down this way, and then I'll feed them back out and into here. That'll work. Alright, so actually bringing it in, it wasn't that bad. It's, oh, that's not straight. Oh, no, we can't have any of that. Scratch that. And now, it is straight-ish. It's about as straight as it's gonna get. Okay, anyway, so these things here should be making our product if I had actually told them to be making the product. So this has to be making copper. So what I'm gonna do is kind of get these lines going as I go down. So I'm gonna build these foundries here, get these going, get them all hooked up with mergers, and then get them merged into these here, and then get those being made into the wire. And there we go. We have power. I just hooked it all up to our power grid here. How's our power grid looking? Well, we're definitely consuming a little bit more than we were before, but that's all right. That's cool. So now we should be pumping out a crap load. It did not take long to fill up that belt whatsoever. Wow. Okay, well, our wires are going. Our copper is going. Next project is to get our cat going. There we are. Our cat is now flying down the lines and filling everything in. Nice, nice. I have to go do the output for these constructors, tell all of these constructors to actually make quick wire, and then get it hooked up to power, and all of our wire is done. Next battle is going to be the oil. Now, for the 17 machines, I'm going to bring in the bottommost line of the oil that we have. There's another line of oil. If we look, it's right beneath there. I'm going to bring that one in for the 17 machines and share the oil line that also shares the power for the 12 machines. That's the way I kind of had it balanced out. It should work, and it should just give us just enough power. We are going to have to think I get more oil here in the future, or expand to a better power as well. We can get the thermal power too, but that's going too far ahead. Let me get this all hooked up now. So, as I'm stringing these up here, I came to the... Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. I came to the realization that we have 760 copper wire coming out of here a minute, and not enough belt to transport it. So I'm actually going to have to redo this belt system. What I might do is just take, like, go halfway down the middle of these, take this out, and then just go one above these here and just stack it down. That's probably that definitely is the easiest way to do it. Now we're gonna have to do the same for the quick wire too. On the way out, I'm gonna have to double it up, so I'll probably do this design first and then copy it on that side. Okay, so I've gone down 9 here, so it's 17, so I chose 9 to be our half, because there is no real true half on that one. Now this might be a little tricky. I might not be able to get this out of here like this. I never even thought while building this that this would be a challenge, but I think we can clip it through the merger, and it'll still actually look okay. Actually, can we plop this right on top of these, just like this? Let's check it out. Okay, we're gonna bring it across. No, it's encroaching. Oh, that's too bad. Because I have gone through them before, but it was on an angle. Maybe that's what the key was. Let's see if I can go up one more here. I hope to God this works. And encroaching others clearance. Ah, damn it. Okay, so what I might have to do here is bump this one back a little bit. See if I can get this at an angle. Just to give myself a little bit more clearance. Oh, this is going to get messy. Oh, wait. What if we go like this and try to go out the middle, because I think I can go a little further back. Here we go. Come out here. And no, it's weird shape and it's encroaching other clearance. Okay, I'll get this figured out. If I have to increment this one back a little bit and this one back a little bit to make the space, that is what we'll do. Okay, so I moved it over one, and it says this has an invalid shape, but I'm also being an idiot. I have nothing to merge. I don't even need to put a merger in here, so I can actually place this down nicely and slide it right into the next one, because I'm not merging anything right there. What was I thinking? Look at that. Tons of room now to go above. We should be able to go from here all the way up to here. See, this is why sometimes I do like streaming stuff like this, because sometimes when you're looking at something, you just won't see it a certain way, and then you'll have someone else look at it and they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, it's this, and you're like, oh yeah, how could I never have thought about that? But in this case, I'm all by myself, and you guys get to watch it afterwards, so you get to see a little bit of my decision process along the way. But there we go. So this should actually split this and be able to produce 2 of these, and I'll just make sure to do the same on the other side. I'll go halfway down, and on that one, just not put a merger on it. Just slide it into the other one. Nice and easy. Look at that. And this is going to look nice too, because none of this will clip each other. I could put these stackables right in front of these, and you won't even notice. But I'm not going to do every single one. We're going to go like every 3 just to save some time. Okay, and there we are. And I realized the output of this is actually just a wee bit off. So this works out too, because I had to bring this one out. So now I can just stack 2 on top of each other, and it should look actually okay. Please don't clip. Nice. Look at that. Look how nice and tight that is. Good thing that's not oil. That definitely would have not worked out. Okay, there we go. Now I can bend it around, bring it around, and we still have to get the oil down here. which is at this level here. So I got to bring it down this way. It's got to go down here. Oh, actually for this bottom one here, it's got to go down this way. So we got to bring in 2 lines of oil, which runs... Can I... Yeah, you know what? I can expand this building over 1 if I really need to, because it still leaves us with 1 space to run a stackable outside of it. We can still even put 2 stackables through here if we ever need to. So yeah, I'll reduce this to 1, and that should give us more than enough room to play with all these belts in here. Yeah, because I'm not bringing oil through here without it looking ridiculous. Alright, so this has been quite a bit of work here. It took a few tries, a few reworks around, but we got everything going. We have tons of room for our belts and stuff in here. We have tons of room for all of our wire. I did also go down and fix up the quick wire too, so that it's running into 2 lines now, so that it'll move at the appropriate speed. These are the only 2 things that our belts absolutely cannot handle. So what I'm going to do too is, since this splits it off here, I'm actually going to bring in the second line and we're going to re-merge it into each other. Like I'm going to bring the line into here. Actually, I'm going to split the line off. My bad. This is the first line for all the 17. Okay, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to do this line for the 17. The second line for this, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Oh, I'm getting a little flustered. This is a big project. And we have ignition, at least for the plastic. Holy crap, did that ever bake fast. I hooked everything up to electricity and then came up here to take the picture, and it's already all beefed up on the rows, but that's okay. So we have all of our machines here making all of the oil we need. Now, of course, we don't actually have enough oil coming in here, and I know that. This here isn't going to use up as much oil as this. So what I'm going to do is bring in that second line that's going to the power plant too. That one's not using very much oil at all. We're going to split that off into this line and then merge it back into this line too. A little past where the main line comes in. That way it has room to merge in. Probably right up here somewhere. I wish I could do it down flat, but that's not going to work. Actually, if I do it down here, that'll probably work better. I can merge it right here and then bring the line in right through here. Okay, so next step now is to get my rubber going. Now, to get to the back of these, what I did in here is I did that trick again. I just went right up above all the splitters, and oh my god, does that ever look nice. I actually really, really like how that looks. Am I out of fuel? Holy crap, I am out of fuel. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some fuel here, and then we'll get the rubber hooked up. That shouldn't take too long. Wow, looking at our power here, we're actually getting really rather close to our capacity, and it's not also running 100% efficient. It's also not running at the actual power capacity. It's going to be because stuff is starting and stopping, so it's going to take a little while to balance this out. Oh, stupid nature. Now, I can't stand the nature in this game, but I do respect that nature, only because it can kill me. Okay, so holy crap. A lot of talking and even more placing has to be done now. Okay, I'm going to get this oil line in. So this here is a very careful balance of trying to keep my power up and making sure that the power plant now is getting enough oil, because we're busy filling all these machines. As you can see, every time I turn one on, it's going to throw 100 of those oil barrels in it, and it's going to take a minute for these things here to move along. Like, look at that oil. Whoa. Oh, look at this. Whoa, that was weird. You guys seen that, right? They were going in the wrong direction? Wow, that looked really weird. That must... Oh, look, it's doing it there too. That's got to be a visual bug. Like, look at that. It looks like it's going in that direction. It probably is going in this direction, but it just, it looks a little odd. Yeah, like over there too. It looks like it's coming up into it. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so these are going to take a little while to fill here, and so is the back, but we have everything, literally. We need to get together, other than the PCBs, which we'll make above, and the Big constructor machinies. You guys know I don't remember what the hell the name. Manufacturer. There's constructor, assembler, manufacturer. To me, all those are all the same damn things. They all make things. Well, I guess not. They do have different meanings. But we got to make up a bunch of these. And we got to make how many assemblers? So we're going to need 13 PCB assemblers. And I do believe that is 9 manufacturers or 7. I'm going to have to double check on the numbers because I can't read my own writing. Yes, it's 7. We got 7 buildings, 7 of the manufacturers that we got to make. So 7 manufacturers and 13 assemblers. So that's not too bad. They are quite big though. So I'm going to take a few minutes and start laying out the foundation over here. I'm going to go right from the tip up here, right straight out across and then up. And then at another point, you know, probably when I'm bored or I don't have anything to do. Is this not powered? Oh, no, it's powered. Or I don't have anything to do. I'll come and put some walls in and we'll make it look nice. But we're very functional so far. And I even got some extra space in here for storage. Let's say we're overproducing a certain thing and I don't feel like underclocking it, but it's something we'll use a lot of. Wow, that's really weird. They are going in the wrong direction. We can put some storage in here. We have some extra room. That's cool. And we have a platform together. Oh, get away, stupid nature destroyer. There we go. So we're up a little higher than I originally planned, and I didn't go all the way to the edge over here because I ran into the machines. I can actually work with this little natural area right here. I'll work with it. Maybe I'll preserve some nature in my buildings. I don't know. It'll keep the hippies happy. But I need to start laying out the assemblers here, or yes, the assemblers. There we go. 2 items is the assembler. We need 13 of these suckers. So I'm gonna have to leave enough space for 2 items to get in here. So we're gonna go at least one block out. There we go. And we're gonna start it right. I should have started it right here. Yeah, we'll start it back here. There we go. Grab the assemblers. We'll start it right back here. And now I need to line up 13 of these and see how far it goes. And there we have it. 13 assemblers. So that's actually quite the long row, which is not too bad. This is really easy to tie into. What I'm going to do, our 2 items, we need our right here. So we got our plastic. And our copper wire will be coming in from this end over here. So I got to bring the copper wire in from here. So our plastic will be coming down this way. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the plastic at ground level as closely to this as I can get. So we're going to go in this way, just like this. I would kind of want to show you guys how we're going to accomplish this. And then the second row. Damn, I didn't leave enough space. We need a foundation and a half actually to do this, which isn't bad because I can start it from back here now. We'll get rid of this this tower, and I'm gonna bring a row back here and get these all joined together. It's kind of hard to tell you guys. Okay, so I got this down. What I did was I just I simply moved these forward to give myself the extra space. So what we have here is we have the first line coming in. This is going to be our plastics. It's going to come up, going to come in here, and then every second hole it's good to put plastic into the machines. Now, how we're going to do this and how I line this up and make it look nice is I bring my conveyor pole stackable out, see where the center is on that machine, put my conveyor pole stackable sitting like this along the line, and then I could take my splitter out and actually visually try to line it up as best as I can. That looks good. So we can go ahead, get rid of this stackable frame, and bring our line right into our machine, and that should give us enough clearance. I mean, it is plastic, so I hope that slides under. We're gonna double check that actually before anything else. I'm gonna get the plastic up here and we're gonna see what that looks like. Okay, there we go. All I did was make a foundation, kind of bring it up a little funny. This will get cleaned up later, especially if we get item elevators, because I seriously hate going up with conveyor belts. It looks so ugly and it's a little annoying. Okay, and does our plastic clear it? It does, so we are good. The plastic clears it. Obviously, we're not going to have any issues with items clearing there. So now, as a finishing touch, what I like to do is it's not completely necessary, but you can always go under these and put a conveyor belt up into them so it doesn't look like the entire array is floating. So I got some work ahead of me. I'm going to get these all done up. Okay, so the one thing I realized I just did here is I either have to redo the top or redo the bottom. I forgot I had the wire all going this way, and this actually has to wrap around and get into that PCB. So I'm kind of thinking, because the other one is at a second level, it's going to be a little tighter to get in. What I'm going to do is just redo this. Oh, redo this whole row and have them going out that way. That way I can wrap them around and bring them in up there. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, so now we have 2 rows of the copper wire coming up. Nice and easy cheesy. So what I've done, this actually doesn't look too bad. I don't mind this. I can completely deal with this. Like I said, we need item elevators big time. I don't know why it's locked so far in the game, but it's a vertical game. I think item elevators should be one of the basic things you get like at the start, right? But that's just me. Anyway, so what I did here was I just simply used the existing belt line we had coming in, pushing the oil and the plastic through here. This plastic actually needs to come up too. Maybe I should just back the plastic around and come back up through this way for the assemblers. That would work too. Okay, so I'll need to get the plastic up there too. But I've created another bus here basically with it going around. I didn't have to make any modifications. Didn't have to make any edits. And all the wire is coming around that way. Now this wire should be coming out this way, which is perfect. We need to go to the computers, the plastic, or I'm sorry, not the plastic. The rubber, we need to go to the computers, the PCB, and the wire. So we're almost ready, guys. I have to go up there, string some power up there, and get those things powered up. And then I got to figure out how to bring 4 items in and make it look good. I think what I'm going to do is have the first level flat with these guys. We'll have these go directly into the manufacturers. Look at that. I did it without looking it up. Directly into the manufacturers, and then the rest of the items, I think I'm going to do a 3 stack. So each item will be at a different height, and we'll go into the machine from a different height. This is going to be a little tricky, but I think we can do it. But almost the same way we did that, but it's going to take up a little more room. Now, first of all, I'm going to need more room. Alright, so I've got all of our materials up here. I wanted to get this boring part done with before I showed you guys anything. But I have the rubber going up underneath, joining into here. I have 2 lines of quick wire going in because with the recipe here, let's look at the manufacturer. For our quick wire computer, we actually do not need 4 inputs, 4 separate inputs. We only need 3, but we need a lot of quick wire. So I can run 2 lines of quick wire into each machine, and then 1 for rubber, and then 1 for the circuit board. Now the other trouble was that there is 7 assemblers. Oh my god, 7 manufacturers. I even have it up open. 7 manufacturers, but there is 13 PCB manufacturers. So what I was going to do is just go like 2 into 1, equal, nice and easy. But because of that 1 extra one, it wasn't so easy. So what I've decided to try here, and this is a big word too, this is try, is I created, whoa, a jet. I've created a loop. So all the supplies will come in here on the main belt, go down, come back up around, any extra and any of the machines on the end, their supplies will come back down around and then loop again. And what I've done is just simply, I threw a splitter in, there's the first splitter, I threw a splitter in wherever I can get a straight line where I could slide a splitter in. So not every machine is actually on the same hole for the PCB boards, but I managed to make it look a lot straighter in the end, because trying to like combine 13 of them together equally was just making my eyes go crossed, and honestly I just wanted to have nothing to do with it. Now my last step, the last step of the computer factory, ooh, I just got the chills thinking about that. I can't wait to turn these suckers on. I don't even have power up here yet. Is to get this line through here. I'm going to bring it back to around here and then just simply throw on splitters onto it and run the splitters into the machine. This should actually take like next to no time. I'm pretty excited. Look at this. Look at my factory now. Or it's getting huge. Okay, well, that was actually rather easy. It looks pretty uniform. You know, a couple are off here and there. Just simply because of the different areas I had to bring the lower one in, but that's okay. It looks good. I like it. It fits in a space. It gives a little bit of extra space. I can even put a catwalk through here if I wanted to. And we're looking pretty good. Now, the last battle I have with this is to actually get this all hooked up with power. This is my favorite part, and actually does not take very long. We can turn on the whole factory and watch this sucker go. Oh, I'm so excited. So much work, so many lines bringing in, building all that bus, building all the sky bridges, building all the little depots, and finally, we get to see the fruits of my labor. Oh, and here we go, guys. I am hooking up the last of the machines. Now, hopefully, this whole thing doesn't blow a breaker once it starts getting going. Now, as far as efficiency goes and testing it out and tweaking it, I'm actually not going to know 100% that it's running 100% efficient. It's obviously going to need some tweaking for a couple of hours. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go in, get that hooked up there, and dump all of the extras out of all of the machines. This one needs to be powered too. There we go. Look at that. Everything is powered. Double check all the machines. And make sure everything, or double check all the machines, make sure all the overstock is pulled out of them. Oh, look at this. Look at those things go flying down there. That's friggin' awesome. So what's happening here, these are actually being made past that last manufacturer. So they're being brought down, back down the line, and then being recirculated down until they can catch up. Look at all this movement. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the machines are filled up, and we should be producing pretty damn soon. It's going to take a little while, because obviously the circuit boards need to build up. Everything else needs to build up. So it's going to take a little while for everything to get caught up. Now, I did have a question before, because someone was like, these lines here, they're not like 100% efficient because you don't have equal amounts going into every one. Well, what happens with these types of systems is the first one in the machine will fill up, and then the second one will fill up, and then the third one will fill up, and by the time you get to the last one on the end of the line, it actually doesn't fill up at all. It's actually receiving the items one for one. Now, it does take a little longer to get it started, but A, it's hella cheaper. B, it's way easier to make. C, in my opinion, takes up a hell of a lot less space and allows you to do other things. Like you can run a bus through here if you wanted to. You just run it on top of all of this, right? That's what I mean. It saves so much space. That's why I prefer it. But look at this. Look at all this movement. Look at all these items flying over the place. We got plastic going. Oh, see, like this one here just filled up with plastic. That one did too. Okay, so they're almost all full of plastic. But seriously, this is going to be all sorts of awesome when it's all fully up and running. And you guys will definitely get to see that next episode, because I'm going to leave it running here for a little while I figure out what exactly is going on. No power. Oh, damn it. Did I blow a breaker? I blew a damn breaker. That's what I thought. Okay, so... oh, just barely over, too. Dang it. Now, I don't know if that was because we ran out of oil, because everything's going nuts right now. No, the oil is good. We literally just ran out of power. So, I'm going to go, I think, and overclock some of those machines, dick around, get our power levels up, get this all running again, and see what it can actually produce. But there we go. Look at this. All in one episode. Did all of... Whoa. I was trying to land. No, shit, don't die. Okay, I was trying... We built all of this in one episode. 24 computers per minute is what this will pump out once it's all up and running 100%. So I got a lot of work to do behind the scenes. I got to put some walls in, make it look nice, do all that happy crap. But look at this land of conveyor belts and machines. Isn't that just friggin' wild? I love it. If you guys did make it to the end of this video, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you. Once again, if you want to see more, subscribe. There's also a comment in the top pinned comments that gives you all the playlists for my Satisfactory and anything else I might have going at the moment. Stay classy, guys. Peace out, and have a good one. Don't forget to back up them game saves. His poop.